Hi YouTube, Baseball Tech Guy here back with a review of the new iRULU Victory V4. This is part of the Victory series by iRULU. I received this phone, it's brand new, and it has a 5-inch IPS 720p screen. It has a Gorrilla Glass 3 on the front, has a cool little bevel. Very nice. I just put in the battery, and I did an unboxing of this earlier, so I just figured I'd turn this on and power it up. We'll take off this little protector here, and it looks like it already comes with a screen protector on it already, which is a nice feature. So actually, you get two screen protectors, which is nice little piece. It's a nice 5-inch screen. It feels nice in the hand. It's going to boot up, as you can see. It's the Victory 4 from iRULU. Has everything pretty well built. Nice feel in the hand. We'll boot this up and see what it's got. Believe it has a Snapdragon Snapdragon 1.1 quad-core processor and a few other odds and ends. In the meantime, I will get this set up and we'll continue our review. Alright, I'm back. Looks like we booted it up. It's on Wi-Fi now. Looks a lot like standard, which is nice. It looks like there's no skinning on this device. So look, it seems pretty quick. Trying to see here. Looks like they actually have capacitive touch buttons on this phone, which is kind of odd to me, and I don't know if they light up or not. They kind of look like lollipop type things. So you have your normal type situation. It looks like you can. I kind of like how they offered this. You know, a lot of things don't do this, where you can clear all your open things at once. You don't have to swipe them away. There's a few other odds and ends that you can kind of do. If you hold your finger down, it'll bring up this where you can change the wallpaper widgets, go into settings in your app, but you actually can swipe up. And this is where, you know, maybe this is some of it their own branding, but you can, you know, change the way things are changed, the scrolling of the wallpaper, what size, grid, a few other odds and ends. From there you can go into settings and we'll check out what's in this phone. The about looks like the iRULU V4 processor is a Qualcomm. It does have one Lollipop 511, which is nice to see with a budget phone. On iRULU.com, this phone runs for I think about $125. Unlocked, GSM. Has a pretty nice screen. It has a screen protector already on it. I'm almost willing, because it's Gorrilla Glass 3, to take it off and see how it holds up. It has this little bevel in the glass that's kind of nice, and supposedly has this coating that's on the screen that makes it easier to wipe off your fingerprints and stuff. So it looks like they changed a few things with the V4. They installed this RQ scanner. Trying to see, but it's pretty much stock Android. All your usual Google apps are here. They do have the capacitive touch thing that I think is going to be hard to get used to. As you can see, based on the light, they have this silver little bezel. You know, they kind of shine and then, you know, you lose them. So they are capacitive touch. They're not on-screen buttons. So we'll probably do some more reviews of this device for LTE support. We'll do some gaming. We'll do an At&t review to see the speed of this and a few other odds and ends. But for now, we just wanted to do a quick review of the iRULU Victory V4, which is brand new by iRULU. It's be sold at Amazon soon, but for pretty, I like that they did the Gorrilla Glass. It has 8 gig of ROM, 1 gig of RAM, which I think is a little bit low for a device these days. You should at least have 2 gig of RAM and 16 gig of ROM. It has a micro SD slot that'll help out, but sometimes that just ain't enough because a lot of the built-in apps take up quite a bit of space. And while we're on space, we might as well check the space out. Let's go to storage. And right off the bat, you see you got 8 gig of internal storage, but there's only like 4.8 gig available. So, 3.2 gig of your storage is already taken up with internal apps. So you don't have a lot. I mean, for a basic phone, if you're going to be doing your basics, web browsing, email, calls, and text, and you're not a big gamer, this is probably a perfect phone. Doesn't break the bank. And I'll do a review, the camera. We'll see, no, I don't want location, but we can do a review of the camera, another time. And takes the pictures pretty fast. It has video. Like I said, 8 megapixel rear camera, 2 megapixel selfie camera. So we'll get into that at another time. But right now, just give you a quick review what it looks like. The screen looks nice. It's a 720p high def IPS screen, 5-inch, which I think is a perfect size for most folks. But that's it. Baseball Tech Guy out. Baseball Tech Guy back. With the iRULU Victory V4. I did an unboxing and a little review. Now I have up here, I basically changed the skin. There's actually something called CM launcher that I kind of like. It has a lot of different features to it, and I like this where you can boost your clear the memory up. If there's memory that's stuck. So it has a cool little feature. It's very light. It's like about 12 megabytes. So I'd recommend either Nova launcher or CM launcher to be installed on this device. So I did some testing. It does seem very good. The thing I really like about this device is it takes very nice pictures. For 8 megapixels, probably one of the nicest pictures that I've seen. It even beats the V3's photos. So I did some benchmarking here with At&t. Just wanted to show you what I found out about this device. Let's see if I can go to history here. It ended up getting a 14,000. The other thing I noticed is a 32-bit Android of 511. Originally thought it was 64-bit, and it's not. So I got a score of 14,786, which isn't bad. The V3 is faster. So let's look at some of the info here. As you can see, it's the iRULU Victory, the V3. It got 511 32-bit. Comes with a quad-core processor, 720p screen. It has an Adreno 304 in there. 1 gig of RAM, 8 gig of internal. I have a 32 gig chip in here. It has a Qualcomm processor. It's 320 DPI, which is pretty good. The screen I really like also. It's got a nice little bevel on the edge. I have a screen protector. Actually comes with 2, one pre-installed. Like I said in the previous, I'm thinking about taking it off. But comes with an 8 megapixel front, 8 megapixel back, 2 megapixel front. Let's see what else I found out about this. Supports Wi-Fi. These are the sensors, and the thing that people really didn't, that wasn't in the V3 was this has a few more sensors. It has a directional accelerometer, a light sensor, an e-compass. It has a proximity sensor. And I must have passed it. It has NFC support, which is very nice if you want to make payments and whatnot through NFC. So that wasn't on the V3. So this has a few more sensors. It's a little bit slower. I believe this one was 14,000 something. The V3 was 21,000. So it's faster. The V3 costs more though. But I believe this is out there on Amazon right now. It's a great phone. It does have capacitive touch screen, and it does not. They do not light up, so you kind of got to get used to that. Like I said, you might want to throw a different launcher on here. I really like Nova launcher, and I just ran into this VM launcher because I like the the boost feature. It has a boost feature. What else does it have? It frees up memory for you, and then there's a battery checker built into the device. It's free, and it's actually pretty light. It's a light skin, but it has beautiful wallpapers you can pick from here. You could do searches really easily. Trying to think what else it has. It sorts the icons a little easier. There's a few things that I don't like. You can't turn the screen sideways like you can with Nova Launcher. That's one somebody asked about that. So it has a few quirks. I really like it. I did send some stuff into the CM Launcher group to see if they can maybe modify, so you can turn this thing sideways or whatnot. Call quality. I took a few calls, not too bad. I wish the ear speaker was a little louder. I also installed an app. It's kind of quirky though, something called Speaker Boost. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it did really work for my play music. It really blasted the speaker in the back, which I was surprised how well it worked. But I think it still kind of has its issues. So that's all I have for today. Pretty good phone, great screen, takes real good pictures. Speaker I wish was a little better. And make sure if you want to get 4G, you got to get a hold of your vendor and make sure that you can get. I actually have to go and get my chip reset so I can do 4G. So that's it. We'll talk to you guys later. Baseball Tech out.